Dominic Toretto and his team are just hanging out enjoying some family time together. They got a request from some big shot agency to steal this computer chip while it's being moved around in Rome. Dominic, his wife Lee and their son Brian stay back at home while the rest of the gang head over to Rome for the job. That night, Cipher shows up at Dom's place, who's pretty beat up. She tells Dom and Lee that Dante Reyes, whose dad was a big-time drug lord, has turned against her. He's coming after Dom, seeking payback for his dad's death and the money they lost years back. When nobody tells them that there is no official agency mission in Rome, Dom and Lee figure out they've been tricked by Dante, so they decide to go save the crew. While they're in Rome, Dante sets up a metal ball bomb in the streets. Dom manages to shove it into the Cipher River to stop it from causing chaos, but it gets caught by the authorities' Agent Aces, who's sort of taken charge of the agency since Mr. Nobody vanished. He thinks Dom and his crew are behind the bombing, so he starts a big hunt for them. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, Mia was attacked by Dante's men in an attempt to snatch the kid, but Dom's brother Jacob jumps in and saves them. Jacob takes the kid to a secure spot in Portugal, where they'll wait for Dom. Tess, Mr. Nobody's daughter, which was sure Dom's crew didn't do anything wrong. She finds Dom and tells him that Dante is chilling in Brazil. When Dom gets there, he talks to Dante and meets Isabel, who's Little Beef's mom's sister. Dom chooses to race against Dante with Isabel and his friend Dugo jumping in. However, Dante comes out on top, causing harm to both Diego and Isabel along the way. Then we see Tess go to see Lei at this secret place and hurts her. Tess gets Lei moved to a prison hospital where she meets Cipher. They find out the place is in Antarctica and team up to break free Dom's crew as the court shop for a hand. Dom ends up getting caught in Rio by Aces, but then Dante shows up on this bridge, the same one where Dom took out his dad as sniper shoots. Tess and Dante grabs the god's eye, teams up with Dom. Dante finds Letty in Portugal and grabs him. Dom faces off against some guys, but Jacob bravely sacrifices himself to help Dom save his son. Later, Dante corners Dom and his kid again, but just in time Roman and his gang swoop in by plane to help out. Dom figures out it's a trap, so he tells Roman to go back, but Ames, who actually turns out to be on Dante's side, shoots down the plane. Nobody knows what happens to the team members. After that, Dom takes a risky move, driving off the dam to escape, but Dante's rigged the dam with explosives. And then we see Jizzle, who everyone thought was dead, pops up from a submarine to save Lee and Cipher. In a post-credits moment, Luke Hubby sneaks into this old theater with his team of agents. Then Dante gets in touch with him and says he's next on his hit list for avenging his dad's death. Hobbs doesn't flinch, telling Dante he's not exactly hiding, so he shouldn't have trouble finding him.